Hey guys, today I've got an Amana washer and electric dryer set. These are in about like new condition, just a couple years old. And right now I've got it set, it's hooked up, it's running. Deep water wash. You've got some different options here. I just set it to medium on the soil level, which is more of a, decides how long it's gonna agitate. It will increase your water usage, but mainly what this is used for is to determine how long it's gonna agitate. So it's kind of like telling this how dirty your clothes are. If you want it to agitate and really kind of scrub them, you'd go on the heavy side. I just kind of stick with medium. I feel like that's a pretty standard gauge there. And then tons of options here for the wash temperature. If you have delicates or that kind of thing, you can set that. Otherwise, right now it's filling up with water. It's gonna go ahead and fill all the way up, start the agitation process. Then we'll simply move through the wash cycle here. I'm not gonna sit here for an hour and record the whole thing, but I'll come back as it agitates, then as it drains the water out, and then show you that it's got a nice, fast, smooth, final spin cycle. Then when all that's done, we'll move the clothes over to the dryer, and I'll show you that the dryer is working and heating like it's supposed to. Kind of as if you're standing here yourself, trying it out. That's how I like to buy my items, knowing that they work, so that's how I like to sell my items. We'll allow it to go ahead and fill up and come back. Okay, we've moved over to the wash portion, so it's determined that there's enough water in there. Just about full submersion there, so it is considered a deep water wash. It's just getting started agitating, so it'll kind of vortex those clothes as it goes along. Another thing I'll mention is I do have an additional little lock switch mechanism, so I stick it in there to bypass that, just so I can show you what's going on. Otherwise, this would be locked down and you wouldn't be able to lift it up. It's a safety feature that's on there, so I always want to mention that when I do these videos and I lift these up, that's not typical. This would be locked typically. Okay, and now it is going to move out of the wash cycle. I don't know if you can hear it, my heat's running above us. Well, we've got the drain running there. It's draining all the water out. Of course, then it'll kick in, spin the water out of these clothes, fill back up with fresh water, agitate in the rinse cycle. And then once it drains and spins, we'll be on to the final spin cycle, which is what we'll come back for next. Okay, and we're back. Final spin cycle. It's getting up to speed right now. As you can see, it's spinning nice and fast. Nice smooth operation. And of course, there again, this would be locked. You wouldn't be able to lift this up, but of course I've done put the little lock mechanism there to bypass it, just for this video here. What's nice about it spinning that fast, it spins much faster than the older traditional models. It does a really good job of extracting the water out of those clothes. That way, it kind of cuts your drying time in half. It's all part of the AG designation. All right, so I'm gonna let that finish up, and we'll go ahead and move these clothes over to the dryer. Okay, now we move on to the matching electric dryer to the washer there. And I've got it running time dry with high heat, so I can show you that it's nice and hot as it runs. You've got push start here, and you've got your lint trap right there. You can hear it running, nice smooth operation. And I'm gonna show you with my surface temperature gun that it is in fact heating like it's supposed to. So it's 68 degrees on top of the machine. I shine it on the floor. It's obviously colder on the concrete floor there, but go ahead and open this up. See that it's tumbling. Shine it right inside the heating element tube there. So plenty of heat coming out of that heating element tube. That in turn will heat the inside of your dryer anywhere from about 95 up to 195 degrees. And that just depends on how big the load is and what you have your heat setting set to. So like I said, time dried, high heat, just hit start. And you've also got air dry for no heat for super delicate items. You've got low heat for a little more delicate items, and then automatic where it determines how long it's gonna go based on how wet the clothes are. So, well, that's gonna be it for these guys. We'll go ahead and get these listed up for sale. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Thanks, you guys have a great day.